Good morning, ladies. Hello. Is it time to move? I think it is. It's time to graduate to the grass pasture. Well, it's the day. I've had Tracy and Tina a couple of weeks now. So we are gonna move them into the pasture. Now I know where Tracy and Tina have come from, so even though I have quarantined them, I used to manage them, so I know all too well what they might have had. They've been wormed, they're already vaccinated. I've got a bucket of feed, so we're gonna take them across. The main reason I think I wanted to keep them in was just to worm them and then also just make sure, there they are, just make sure they got used to me again. Now they are, I think it's time to get them in with the other ewes. We are finally due some rain. It's supposed to rain on and off all day. Thank goodness. The water on the grounding rod of the electric fence has worked quite well. It was the lambs getting out and then calling to their mum, who was then coming out. But as I showed in that video about the electric fence not working, which I'll link up here, I was putting water in this bucket and helping to seep the ground with water to allow that electric current to come through, and it has worked really quite well and they have stayed in. But you can see how dry it is. Look at the grass. Now this is where they've come and you can see the amount of green coming back through is so minimal because there's been no rain. This was the strip previously, and that's earlier on in the year when the ground had water in it. No moisture, no grass. Another thing you'll notice when you're pasture grazing and moving your sheep is that they hardly drink anything because, hi Trace, because they get all that water from the dew and from the grass. But it's been so dry that I've had to fill this bucket constantly. Of course, they should always, I'm never saying don't give water, they should always have fresh water. But for the most of the year, there's always water in there, they never drink it. But I have really noticed that I've had to be replenishing it daily at the moment, because this stuff has no moisture in it at all. You a bit happier now, Tina? Are you? Hello, my little Coco. This is Coco, a shearling ewe who we're going to be hopefully lambing this year. So I honestly thought there was going to be a little bit of argy-bargy. When you bring new ewes in, they obviously they want to sort their pecking order out and work out who's boss. But they're not interested. They just want to go and graze what little grass there is. I'm going to move them today. I think I'm going to move them over to the longer grass there. But yeah, they've just settled right in. There's the others. I think partly as well because they have been in the same field. They've been quarantined over the other, but they've been calling back and forth a lot. So it's almost like they've met each other by talking to each other. And as you can see, they're really settled in. While we're here, I just wanted to say a quick thing about my lambs this year. So this is my ewe lamb here, here, and this is my ram lamb here. And I was speaking to somebody from the Norfolk Corn Society at the Melton Mowbray sale, and they said that often the ewe lambs are bigger than the ram lambs. And when they come out in twins, the ram lambs often then don't catch up. They kind of, it's just a weird characteristic of the breed that the smaller ram lambs never really catch up to their sisters. And it would also explain why Connie, Cotton, who is here, is a really good ewe compared with Capulet, her twin, who is a bit of a runty ram. So I'm interested to see how Malachi compares with Ophelia when they grow up. But even from this angle you can see that she is already quite a bit larger than he is. They were born in April, so April, May, June, July, August. So they're about 5 months old. And they are a slow growing breed anyway. They're Norfolk Corns, they're a heritage rare breed, so they do grow slower. But he came out smaller originally, but he's definitely not caught up with her. All right, Trace. So now we have all our ladies together, apart from the two little lammies over here. We have got 2 more sheep coming, 2 more Jacob's ewes. So we've got River and Fraggle, and then we have Curtains and Gertie coming. They each had a lamb this year, and so my friend is just waiting to wean off those lambs and take them to market, and once that's done, those 2 will be coming here. So we've got our flock of sheep here, all of our ewes. Of course, Tracy and Tina are not going to be tupped. They are just pets, and they are to kind of hang out with ewe lambs who aren't old enough to be tupped. So obviously I can't put Ophelia in with the rams. She's only 5 months old, she's too tiny, so I can't put her in with tupping time, but I can't keep her on her own either. So that's why we have Tracy and Tina. And then the boys are over here, as is our lovely Peaches. So here we have our Jacob's ram. Hello. We've got our Jacob's ram Oberon. We have our lovely Peaches, who we're still feeding up before she moves in with the rest of the goat herd. And then just coming over now we have Montague and Capulet. Hello boys. And it is not long now, a month to 6 weeks, before they go in with the ladies. And I will be doing a video on that, of how we're going to set it all up. But that is the sheep situation.